Hi everyone, I'm going to be doing my presentation on workplace stress. The reason why I picked this presentation to do mainly because at my work right now we're dealing with not just me, I would say, but everybody, even management, my coworkers, all of them are dealing with stress in the workplace. One of the big reasons why is we're going through negotiations with a union right now, so everyone's kind of walking on eggshells. Another reason is that the budget, we get the budget in July, so this is the end of the budget right now, and so people are trying to crunch the numbers and spend what they can spend and basically do what they can do with the money that they have. So the reason why I picked this too is just I think everybody has stress in the workplace. If it's you or your coworker, your spouse, even a family or relative, brother or sister or anything. So stress in the workplace has a large portion of the workforce. Learning to manage your day-to-day work-related activities can lead to stress. It can and make stress become more tolerable in our lives. According to the main, there's so many statistics out there that carry on this work-related stress because it's so huge. The general consensus is that people today have more work-related stress than a decade ago. So even a decade ago, a third of the workers reporting high levels of stress about their jobs. A fourth of all employees state that most of their stress is directly related to their job, responsibilities, or environment. So, that's just everything, basically. Information on stress, advised dealing with stress, signs of stress for someone to know can be overstressed. How employees can respond to stress, according to many psychological people, there's something that is when people react to stress, but even counselors, they have to talk to people when they're stressed. People react to stress in more than 4 ways. Many of these ways are actually useful and they become unhealthy over a period of time. The first way is that they become more alert. Their senses improve. Blood is just running through. A lot of people, when they get mad, their head and ears get really red. That's when they're angry, and that's where the blood just goes, it flows. They get mad. Most likely, when you get mad and stressed out, all your brain, it just gets filled with blood. It could hurt your immune system. People can get really stressed out that they could have stomach problems, ulcers. Your immune system temporarily ceases to work. You're so stressed out, your body just starts shutting down. Your body is so useful that it needs to have blood flowing. It's rich compounds released through the bloodstream. What causes stress in the workplace? Many different things can cause stress. From one person to the next. You could have one person that can get stressed over the budget. Another person can just get stressed maybe because he has to wake up every day at 6 o'clock and go to work. Many people become better workers sometimes when they're stressed. Maybe, they get angry and, they just get moving and they start typing, or they start shoveling or moving some stuff around. So leading deadlines, maybe people get stressed when deadlines come up. overwhelming, insignificant workloads. Maybe people that have lots of workload, maybe they took on another person's job, maybe another person left, and now they've got to come and rely and do double the work. So now they're stressed out. The lack of control. Maybe management kind of doesn't have things where they should be, or maybe the person that's stressed out needs to be more organized. Sometimes bullying or harassment, bad work relationships. A lot of the problems, work relationships happen. And what happens with work relationships is they break up. Insignificant training on the job. If someone is not working good, they're going to be stressed out because other people are going to be working better than they are, and they're going to look bad. So they're going to stress out, maybe that they're going to get fired. And even poor physical working conditions. Maybe we're going to be having 110-degree weather pretty soon. Maybe people are going to be stressed out working in hot heat. So how to treat stress. Treatment is largely a proactive preventative. Stress builds up over time, or you got strategies that happen with dealing with stress can prevent future stress. From dealing with stresses occurring with a person. You got different persons are stressed out. Maybe one person is a hothead, and so that whole overtime thing doesn't happen. Maybe another person, it takes them a long time to get stressed out. Each person environment is different, causing them the stress. They are more easily available to deal with stress, and when they're dealing with stress, that means different levels of making stress go away. To remove stress, maybe you could talk to them. If the workload, take a vacation. If you're worried you will be fired, maybe you need to talk with your supervisor about their management, considering career changes. If you can't otherwise find an outlet or stress, you can always seek personal help, or go to a local church for prayer. Here is a graph, and on this side you got juggling work and personal lives. 20% of people work while juggling personal lives. More like us, we work, we have personal lives, and we go to school. Lack of job security, 6% of lack of job security. So those are the people that are stressed because they're going to get fired. And 28% of just people issues, maybe talking, relationship, maybe in just the workforce. And then overall, you got 46% of your workload. That's huge. That's 46% of the people are stressed because of the workload. Yeah, I understand. We live in economic times, and sometimes you have to deal with other people's workload. So you're forced to carry on other people's workload. And what I would suggest with dealing with stress is, and I've always seen this, even at my work, I work outside and I do a lot of different things. And I always see like people, and you see them, and they're carrying suitcases packed, and like they're going on a family vacation, especially it's summer now, everyone's going on vacation now. And that's good. That's good to relieve some stress. So it was always funny. It must be nice to go on vacation when people are wheeling their suitcases. So that is the number one thing to reduce stress is to go on vacation. Whether you are experiencing a burnout or you're just the pressure at work and you're stressing out, going on vacation will dramatically reduce whatever your stress you are experiencing. Stress doesn't help. It doesn't help you at your work. So you might as well just get away from it and take a break. It makes things clearly. You could see clearly, maybe after. It balances your work and life and decreases the effects of stress and the signs of burnout. It's good for your health. Like I said, stress makes your body break down, so it's good for your health. There's a study that would happen with the state of the New York University. After servicing 12,000 men, it was discovered that men who go on vacation reduce their overall risk by 20% of death. By 20% just by going on vacation. To improve your productivity. When you leave, you might have a little bit more work when you come back, but your productivity exceeds and you're not that stressed out. So according to another study by Sam's Club, it was discovered that very few business owners take days off. So you're very stressful right there, not even taking days off. It's exhausting. People get impatient, poor decision making, illness. You will be helping your work by becoming more productive by taking a vacation and reducing stress in the workplace. And people that take vacations that are due to stress, when they come back to work, they're not stressed out and they are satisfied because of the vacation, and they return more energized and more positive. Some people are more creative when they just get a break. When you're stressed, you're thinking, you got too many things on your mind. Like you got a budget, you got a deadline, you got people going away for vacation, you got to manage all these things, and it stresses you out. So if you get away for a while and you come back, okay, well maybe you can prioritize, you could be creative in how you are. So it refreshes you, it recharges your batteries, and you become more alert, and you're just not stressing out at work. This is why many people or busy people get their best ideas away from work and away from the office space. So when you get away, you think of things. You become happier. Okay? When you're stressed out, a lot of people when they're stressed out, they're angry, they're upset, sometimes they're emotional, they're crying. And you just don't want that. So maybe take a vacation again. And you become happier. So stress in the workplace, it's not even a good environment. Everyone kind of just hates each other, right? So if somebody takes a vacation, takes a break, you become happier when you come back. Recent studies showed that taking off time actually improves your happiness. People who take a vacation were happier than those who didn't. 1,500 adults did this. This was because of the excitement involved in their vacation. And after returning, they were happy. When people return, they're all happy, talking about, and most importantly, your family. Your family, when you're all stressed out at work, you bring it home to your family, and that's a bad thing. You don't want family problems, and especially marriage. You don't want your kids